Hello and welcome back to Morgan Sankofa. Today I am doing a reading that I just found on Poetry Foundation, and I wanted to wish anyone that's watching a happy National Encouragement Day. So just a random fun fact about this video is that I had an entire other video that I did, but I did not like how it was. I watched it and I just said something wasn't right about it. So I trusted my gut, and I am going to do a reading today by a poet named Mojha Kahf, and I've never heard of her before. Let me see if I can just read something about her if Poetry Foundation works for me. Okay, so I'll just read her blurb. It says, poet and scholar Mojha Kahf was born in Damascus, Syria. Her family moved to the United States in 1971, and Kahf grew up in the Midwest. She earned a PhD in comparative literature from Rutgers University and is the author of poetry collections Hagar Poems and Emails from Skeetzerazad and the novel The Girl in the Tangerine Scarf. So I will be reading her poem, and I am going to be reading it when you hear it as well. So here we go. Okay. My grandmother washes her feet in the sink of the bathroom at Sears. My grandmother puts her feet in the sink of the bathroom at Sears to wash them in the ritual washing for prayer wudu. Because she has to pray in the store or miss the mandatory prayer time for Muslims, she does it with great poise, balancing herself with one plump, matronly arm against the automated hot air hand dryer. After having removed her upper knee highs and laid them aside, folded in thirds, and giving me her purse, her packages to hold, so she can accomplish this August ritual and get back to the ritual of shopping for housewares. Respectable Sears matrons shake their heads and frown as they decide what my grandmother is doing. An affront to American porcelain, a contamination of American standards by something foreign and unhygienic, requiring civic action and possible use of disinfectant spray. They fluster about and flutter their hands, and I can see a clash of civilians brewing in the Sears bathroom. My grandmother, though she speaks no English, catches their meaning, and her look in the mirror says, I have washed my feet over Azik tile in Istanbul with water from the world's ancient irrigation systems. I have washed my feet in the bathhouses of Damascus over painted bowls imported from China, among the best families of Aleppo. And you Americans knew and if you Americans knew anything about civilization and cleanliness, you'd make wider wash bins. Anyway, my grandmother knows one culture, the right one, as do these matrons of the Middle West. For them, my grandmother might as well have been squatting in the mud over a rusty tin in vaguely tropical squalor. Mexican or Middle Eastern, it doesn't matter which, when she lifts her well-groomed foot and puts it over the edge. You can't do that, one of the women protests, turning to me. Tell her she can't do that. We wash our feet 5 times a day, my grandmother declares hotly in Arabic. My feet are cleaner than their sink. Worried about their sink? They are. Are they? I should worry about my feet. My grandmother nudges me. Go on, tell them. Standing between the door and the mirror, I can see at multiple angles my grandmother and the other shoppers, all of them decent and good-hearted women, diligent in cleanliness, grooming, and decorum. Even now my grandmother, not to be rushed, is delicately drying her pumps with tissues from her purse. For my grandmother always wears well-turned pumps that match her purse. I can think in case someone from one of The best families of Aleppo should run into her here in front of the Kenmore display. I smile at the Midwestern women as if my grandmother has just said something lovely about them, and shrug at my grandmother as if they had just apologized through me. No one is fooled, but I hold the door open for everyone as we emerge on the sales floor and lose ourselves in the great common ground of housewares and markdown. I feel like this poem is encouraging me to embrace more of my own culture's like aspects that would seem like strange or like outlandish to like other cultures, and just do them because I would know what is right for me. I feel like I keep getting like messages, like just like in general, about not staying so like tight and in like the status quo, and to kind of relax more. So I feel like just by reading that poem, it definitely encouraged me to say, it doesn't matter what anyone else likes or what they think is like right for me. That I that I feel like now is the time to make more decisions that that may not be liked by everyone, but that if I know what I know is right for myself, then I'm going to continue to follow that path that makes my spirit at peace. So that is my encouraging word today, to find what makes your spirit peaceful and to do what is right for you. And I feel like you will know what that is. So thank you so much for watching today, and have a good rest of your night.